Assalamu alaikum. Welcome to our new lecture based on the shortcut formula, the magical formula for active and passive. And only those persons can learn this technique who attended our lecture of tenses. That means shortcut or magical formula for tenses. So you just search, the videos are available on YouTube. You can view our videos there on tenses, and then only you can learn these videos, these lessons of active and passive within 2 minutes only. So we'll skip all the rules for this, all the traditional rules we have there in grammar for passivization. We'll do it only with the technique, so you can play while learning active and passive. Active part we have done as tenses. We'll start here with Sayyid Hamid Bukhari. So active and passive, I'll write here for present tense. So we have active, passive for all the tenses, and for present tense we'll do it. And like every time I did in tenses, so the same boxes. So you have to remember only once the boxes, and rest you have to play with tenses and active passive. We call it passivization, and was derived from the Arabic majhul, and the work was done a lot by Noam Chomsky. So in later these were added to English language. So I'll write here, I will make 4 boxes of this. So you know that this is box number first. As you see in tenses, the same way you have to number the boxes. This is second, this is box number 3rd, and this is box number 4. So dear students, how many boxes we have? We have 4 boxes, and you know the rules of the boxes, that with first box, with second box in tenses which form of verb is used, and with third box which form of verb is used, and with fourth box which form of verb is used, and which kind of helping verbs are in the boxes. So if you remember what kind of helping verbs are in the boxes we have, are in these 2 parts we have in the first box. So we have the helping verbs of present, does and do. Let's fill these boxes with the helping verbs as you know there in tenses, does and do. So the second one is empty. The third one we have has and have. So if you are attentive, you can learn. I assure you, once we complete the lecture, you will be master of this and you can do it yourself. So in fourth box there is, am, there is are, there is has been, and there is have been. So these are 4 boxes, but you have to remember only one thing. Once we deal with active part is the tense we have done, and the passive part we'll do. You have to remember only one rule, that in passivization we add by, and then we add object, the subject in the active. See, first I will show the formula for active. This is the formula for active: subject plus helping verb or you can directly have the verb here. Then we have verb, man verb, then we have object. So this is the subjective, this is the objective case, and this is the subjective case, opposite of it. So this is subject and object. So we have to bring first this object here. In this is A is for active, so P is for passive. So in passivization we'll always bring first this object, then we'll bring again the helping verb. Then always you have to remember, in passivization we always use third form of verb. Third form of verb. And then we have to add by, and we have to use subject. What is the objective case? So I'll write here subject. That way you can remember. So one rule you have to remember in pairwization, otherwise you have to play only with the pairwization technique. So you will use this third form of verb in every pairwization. Every pairwization of every tense you will use by and then this subject. So there we'll start. We'll start with first magical formula. I will give you what's the number of this box? This is first box. You remember better, just listen. The pairwization of this box is the upper part of fourth box. I'll write here upper part of fourth box. So that means the first, you have to see the last one, that's the fourth box, the upper part of fourth box. And the pairwization of box third is in the lower part of fourth box. Only you have to add then third form and by and subject. That's for every tense. Otherwise, the pairwization of this is the upper part of fourth box, and the pairwization of this is the lower part of the fourth box. And the pairwization of fourth one is in itself. That means the pairwization of continuous. This is present continuous, this is present perfect, and this is present indefinite. So the pairwization of present indefinite is in the fourth box, upper part of fourth box, and the pairwization of the third box is in lower part of the fourth box. So I'll write here, that means present perfect continuous. That means pairwization of present indefinite is present continuous, and the pairwization of present perfect is present perfect continuous, and the pairwization of present continuous is in itself. Only we do one thing, we add being while doing pairwization of the fourth box, that means upper part. That means three kind of tenses, these types here. Present indefinite, we have the pairwization of it. Present perfect, we have the pairwization of it. Present continuous, we have the pairwization of it, but we don't have the pairwization of present perfect continuous. But we will show the rules. If in future they do pairwization, I will show how it can be possible then. So the pairwization of it, just close your eyes and fill the boxes with helping verbs, as we do have in present tense, the same boxes, same helping verbs, and the same way, same boxes, same number in the tenses. So the pairwization of present tense, present indefinite, is in the fourth box, upper part, that's present continuous, and the pairwization of present perfect is in the lower part, that is present perfect continuous. So we'll do one thing. That means you have to remember one rule, that is that we have to use the third form always, by and subject. So I will give you the verb. That means the verb is run, and race is your object. So according to active is tense. We'll say if he is your subject, if he is your subject. So we'll start from he, then does. Which form of verb we'll use with the first box? We know that with first box, according to rule, we'll use the first form. So he does run a race. He does run a race. We have to do now the pairwization, but in pairwization you have to remember we have to first bring race, because this is object and we have to bring it first. So we'll start with race. That means race, then we have to see whether it's singular or plural. It's singular. So the pairwization of first is in the upper part of the fourth box. So we'll see what's the upper part. This is upper part, is, am, are. So race is the singular. Shall we use is or are? We'll use is. So race is. And always we have to use third form of verb. So race is run, then it's again by, and he will be changed to him. She will be changed to her. They will be changed to them. I'll write here he to him in pairwization. She to her. they to them or them, we to us. Now see, a race is run by him. Make the negative of it. A race is not run by him. Make the interrogative. We'll start from the box as per the rule. That means, is a race run by him? Because run is the third form of run, ran and run. Is the race run by him? Is the race not run by him? But if you use the shortcut, we can say isn't. But the better is to use in the formal language, that is separate your this subject, object and negative mark. So this was the pacewaysation of present indefinite. So it's in the fourth box in the upper part. Now the pacewaysation of this, the race is the same word here, he, and this is singular. He has, we are making first active. Active is tense. He has, which form of verb will use? The third form. He has run a race. He has run a race. Now this was the third box. We have to do the pacewaysation. We'll start from the object, that's race. A race, then we have to see the pacewaysation of third one is in the fourth lower part. That means for the singular is has been. That means a race has been, then we'll use run is the third form. A race has been run by him. Now the negative of it, a race has not been run by him. Then interrogative, is a race, is a it has a race has not been, has a race been run by him? Has a race not been run by him? So this was the pacewaysation of the second one. Now the pacewaysation of fourth one is in itself. Only we add being there. So first we'll do the active. That means he is, because it's singular, he is running a race. He is running a race. Now we'll do the pacewaysation of it. A race is, then we'll add being. Only being is added in the fourth one. A race is being run by him. Make the negative of it. A race is not being run by him. Now make the interrogative. Is a race being run by him? And is a race not being run by him? And we don't have the pacewaysation of fourth one. So let's evaluate first how many boxes we have. We have 4 different boxes, and in 4 different boxes are filled with different kinds of helping verbs. So the first box is filled with this does and do. Then the second one is empty. Third one is filled with has and have, and the fourth one is filled with is, am, are, has been and have been. That means the pacewaysation of the first box lies in the fourth box upper part, and the pacewaysation of third one lies in the fourth one lower part. Only we have to remember this rule, that we will use always third form of verb, then by, and then the object in pacewaysation, and rest you have to play with the game with the magical formula I did demonstrate here. So you can view our you can have more videos free of cost by subscribing our videos. So see you in our next talk. You can note my address, bukharihhamid786 @gmail.com. So see you in our next talk. Till then, goodbye.